everyone, I'm here with a Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're going to be reading Mark chapter 6 verses 1 through 29, Psalm 39, and Proverbs chapter 10 verse 10. So we'll be reading about a prophet without honor, which is a really good one. Jesus sends out the 12. John the Baptist beheaded. Okay, so let's begin. Jesus left there and went to his hometown, accompanied by his disciples, which, remember, there were 12 of them that he chose. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. "Where did this man get these things?" they asked. "What's this wisdom that has been given him? What are these remarkable miracles he is performing? Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son, and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. And yes, Jesus was a carpenter. His dad on earth, Joseph, his mom's husband, was also a carpenter by trade. And you know, Paul was a tent maker. They all had jobs. Peter was a fisherman. Some of the others were fishermen. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home." He could not do any miracles there, except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. And that's so true. The people, I think some people, can you change these out for me, sure?
I'll have to do it later.
They're really hurting my nose.
I have to find them.
I got a whole bag they sent me. Okay, because some people are so lucky in my eyes, because if they do something good, they're like family, and the people in their town will like praise them and everything, you know. They'll support them and want them to do good. But from what I've experienced and heard as well, if you do something good or something you're proud of, they're negative about it and want to ruin that for you because they don't want you to have something good. You know, they don't think you can do anything. You know, you're not special or anything in their eyes. They don't want you having something. And so that's kind of getting, you know, a little bit of how Jesus felt in that situation and what he was talking about. Then Jesus went around teaching from village to village, calling the 12 to him. He began to send them out 2 by 2, and gave them authority over impure spirits, demons that were in people. These were his instructions to his disciples. "Take nothing for the journey except a staff, no bread, no bag, no money in your belts. Wear sandals, but not an extra shirt. Whenever you enter a house, stay there until you leave that town. And if any place will not welcome you or listen to you, leave that place and shake the dust off your feet as a testimony against them." They went out and preached that the people should repent. They drove out many demons and anointed many sick people with oil and healed them. King Herod, now we're getting to the beheading of John the Baptist. He baptized a lot of people, including Jesus. He baptized Jesus, by the way, in the Jordan River. King Herod's wife despised John the Baptist, despised him. Little backstory. I won't go into it all right now. I know we've talked about it many times, but King Herod's wife despised John the Baptist. Okay, she had a daughter, but it wasn't King Herod's. It was his brother's. Because King Herod's wife was married to King Herod's brother. And then she married King Herod. And John told them, it's not lawful for you to have your brother's wife. And she despised John for it. And she had him beheaded. I don't know if it'll go into the whole thing, because some books go into greater detail about certain things than others. So I'm not sure about this one. I don't think so, though. But yeah, I think it does, actually. Okay. King Herod heard about this, for Jesus' name had become well known. Some were saying, John the Baptist has been raised from the dead, and that is why miraculous powers are at work in him. Others said, he is Elijah. And still others claimed he is a prophet, like one of the prophets of long ago. But when Herod heard this, he said, John, whom I beheaded, has been raised from the dead. For Herod himself had given orders to have John arrested, and he had him bound and put in prison. He did this because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife, whom he had married. For John had been saying to Herod, it is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife. So Herodias nursed a grudge against John and wanted to kill him. But she was not able to, because Herod feared John and protected him, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man. When Herod heard John, he was greatly puzzled, yet he liked to listen to him. Finally, the opportune time came. On his birthday, Herod gave a banquet on Herod's birthday for his high officials and military commanders and the leading men of Galilee. So there was a lot of people there, a lot of, important people. Like our president would have, if he had a birthday party. It's the same as King Herod. The king said to the girl, when the daughter of Herodias came in and danced, she pleased Herod and his dinner guests. I'm guessing she was dancing in one of those little skirts with the little, coins on them that make the noise. Dancing provocatively. She went out and said to her mother, what shall I ask for? The king said to the girl, ask me for anything you want, and I'll give it to you. And he promised her with an oath, whatever you ask, I will give you, up to half of my kingdom. So she went out and asked her mother, what shall I ask for? The head of John the Baptist, she answered. Her mother told her that. Ask for John the Baptist's head. At once the girl hurried in to the king with the request, I want you to give me right now the head of John the Baptist on a platter. The king was greatly distressed, but because of his oath and his dinner guests, because he made that in front of all them people, he don't want to look like a liar. He did not want to refuse her. So he immediately sent an executioner with orders to bring John's head. The man went, beheaded John in the prison, and brought back his head on a platter. He presented it to the girl, and she gave it to her mother. On hearing of this, John's disciples came and took his body and laid it in a tomb. Can you imagine that? A girl. We don't know how old she was, but I'm guessing. It says a girl, not a woman. Let's say probably the age of 12. Handing her the head of somebody on a plate. That's not going to be very attractive, let's just say, okay? And you just pick it up. Carry it over to your mother. Here, mother, here's the head of John the Baptist you wanted. And they're like, praising it, that he's dead and his head is there on a platter and she is holding it. She got what she wanted. It doesn't say, but what did she do with the head? Does anybody else wonder that but me? What did Herodias do with John's head? Did she have it sitting on her dresser? I mean, what'd she do with the head? It doesn't say, but it's disgusting. Who could want to do that? Can you believe a child would want to carry a plate with somebody's head on it without getting sick or something? That's gross. I don't know. I wonder weird things, I guess. Anybody think that stuff with me? What did she do with the head and everything? Alright, well that's where we're stopping with the book Mark today. And now we are going to read all of Psalm 39. It is for the director of music, for Jeduthun, a psalm of David. I said, I will watch my ways and keep my tongue from sin. I will put a muzzle on my mouth while in the presence of the wicked. So I remained utterly silent, not even saying anything good, but my anguish increased. My heart grew hot within me. While I meditated, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Show me, Lord, my life's end and the number of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is as nothing before you. Everyone is but a breath, even those who seem secure. Listen to that again. Some people really need to hear this because they think they're going to live forever. They think they got time to change. You have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is as nothing before you. Everyone is but a breath, even those who seem secure. Surely everyone goes around like a mere phantom. In vain they rush about, heaping up wealth, without knowing whose it will finally be. But now, Lord, what do I look for? My hope is in you. Save me from my transgressions. Do not make me the scorn of fools. I was silent. I would not open my mouth. For you are the one who has done this. Remove your scourge from me. I am overcome by the blow of your hand. When you rebuke and discipline anyone from their sin, you consume their wealth like a moth. Surely everyone is but a breath. Here today, gone tomorrow. Hear my prayer, Lord. Listen to my cry for help. Do not be deaf to my weeping. I dwell with you as a foreigner, a stranger as all my ancestors were. Look away from me, that I may enjoy life again before I depart and am no more. Before I depart and am no more. And that was all of Psalm 39, a Psalm of David. And ending today's Bible reading is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 10, which says, whoever winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. All right, guys. That was our Bible reading. I hope it touched your hearts. Now I'm going to read our today's prayer, and we will go over the prayer requests. All right. Today's prayer. Colossians 3, verse 2. Set your mind on things above, not on things of earth. That is so true. Don't worry about the stuff you have on earth, what you have, what you don't have, what looks good, what doesn't look good. Because that stuff does not matter. You're not taking it with you. And you're not measured by the people who really matter, Jesus and God. And even your friends, your true friends, your true people who love you, don't care about the stuff you have or what position you have. They don't care if you have a nice house or nice things. And they care about what kind of person you are, whether you're nice to others. You're a God-fearing person. This stuff on earth don't matter. Do everything you can to bring those souls to Jesus while you're here and do good for others. And don't forget to bring your own soul to the Lord. Bring your soul to Jesus before it's too late. Okay guys, so our prayer requests. Please keep the following people in prayer. Sherm, Cindy and Jim, Dora Carper, Rhonda Karshner, Donna Dunlap, Ray Dunlap, Abby Myers, Judy Thompson, Layla, Joyce Light, and Elizabeth Jeffries. Elizabeth told me that they quit doing COVID tests at the nursing home now. But the health department here was here the other day in our apartment building and left small bottles of hand sanitizer and a bunch of rapid COVID tests in our community room. So we got ours. So it's definitely not over. I've known several people, especially people here in our apartment here lately, that have had it. And a lot of other people that don't live here have had it as well. But that is everything for today, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless. Quit making faces at me, Sharon.